the Speed News with the Sentinel. Here are the top 20 headlines of the day. Over 700 members of the United Boer People's Organization or UBPO joined the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party at an event in Guwahati on Friday. Assam Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal, Finance and Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma and Party State President Ranjit Kumar Das were present. Continuing its crackdown on corruption in Assam Police, a police officer and 2 constables were arrested on Friday for accepting bribe from a truck driver in Bongaigaon district. Acting on a complaint, Bongaigaon Police arrested Sub-Inspector Pritam Das and 2 constables for allegedly taking bribe from a truck driver. Assam Police on Friday arrested 2 more accused in the Assam Police Sub-Inspector recruitment scam, while Saroj Sharma was arrested by a joint team of CID and Crime Branch of Assam Police from the Guwahati airport. Rubul Hazarika was held by Nalbari Police. Assam Education Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma said that the state government will close down all the government-run madrasas in the state. He reiterated that the state government cannot afford to teach religious scriptures with the government funds. Manipur's 17-year-old defender Bikas Yumnam has become the first Indian footballer to make it to the Guardian's Next Generation list, a list of the best young footballers from across the globe. The list is published annually by the newspaper and it has been publishing since 2014 and has featured some of the most exciting football talents from across the world. A temple priest died after he was set on fire by 5 persons over a land dispute in Rajasthan's Karoli district, police said on Friday. Kailash Meena, the main accused in the case, was arrested while a search is underway for the remaining persons, officials added. A local court in Bhubaneswar held a midnight hearing on Thursday and decided to send a major arrested in a dowry torture case to army custody instead of jail. The judge of Sub-Divisional Judicial Magistrates Court, S.K. Mishra, visited the court at 10 p.m. after attempts to hold the hearing through video conferencing failed. The hearing continued till past 1:30 in the morning. India on Friday successfully test-fired Rudram-1, the tactical anti-radiation missile that the Indian Air Force can launch from its Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter jets to take down enemy radars and surveillance systems. The missile has a launch speed of up to 2 Mach, twice the speed of sound, people familiar with the matter said. Marathi writer Shobha Deshpande staged a 20-hour protest in Mumbai after a city-based jeweler allegedly refused to speak in the Marathi language and asked her to leave his shop where she had gone to make a purchase. The jeweler has apologized to the writer who staged the protest overnight on the footpath outside his shop. The Maharashtra Anti-Terrorism Squad today arrested an employee of the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for allegedly supplying secret information of fighter aircraft to Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence or ISI agency. Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, parts of Maharashtra and interior Karnataka would experience adverse weather in the form of heavy rain and squally winds during the next 3 days. Indian Met Department has warned. Heavy rain from 65 to 100 mm warning has also been issued for Andaman and Nicobar Islands for October 10. India has got the second set of Swiss bank account details of its nationals and entities under the Automatic Exchange of Information Pact with Switzerland, marking a key milestone in the government's fight against black money allegedly stashed abroad. The Indian Medical Association has issued a strong statement against the government's new protocol to include Ayurveda and Yoga for the prevention of COVID-19 and treatment of asymptomatic patients and patients with mild symptoms. In a strong statement, the IMA questioned the scientific basis of the government's recently released protocol. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb has said that the BJP government in the northeastern state would remain in power for the next 3 decades if 80% houses hang pictures of Swami Vivekananda and his message. He was addressing members of the BJP Mahila Morcha, the women's wing of the party. A game-changer rapid COVID-19 testing technology being jointly developed by India and Israel should be ready for rollout in a matter of days, and it will be able to give test results in less than a minute by simply requiring an individual to blow into a tube, the Israeli envoy to India said. The Shiv Sena on Friday said that the alleged suicide by former CBI Director Ashwani Kumar was shocking and wondered why no one was interested in knowing the exact reason for his mysterious death. An editorial piece in Shiv Sena mouthpiece, Samna, said. India recorded 70,496 fresh cases of coronavirus and 964 deaths in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of COVID-19 cases to 69 lakh, Health Ministry data shows. A total of 78,365 people also successfully fought the virus over the last 24 hours, bringing down the overall active cases to almost 13% of the total caseload. A 13-year-old autistic child missing from his home for the last 5 years was reunited with his family on Friday. Thanks to Telangana Police's facial recognition tool called Darpan, the boy hailing from Handia in Uttar Pradesh was traced to a state-run child home at Gwalpara in Assam. The Nobel Peace Prize 2020 on Friday was awarded to the World Food Programme for its efforts to combat hunger and food insecurity around the globe. The announcement was made in Oslo by Berit Reiss-Andersen, the chair of the Nobel Committee. The Uttar Pradesh police will recreate the crime scene in the Hathras gang rape case to find the missing links, amid contrasting statements from the family of the 20-year-old Dalit victim and the versions offered by other villagers, said senior police officials privy to the investigation. And with that, it's a wrap of this edition. Thank you for watching.